Cooking with Plants, and today I'm super excited to be making some gluten-free pumpkin pancakes with peanut maple sauce. And I'm especially excited because this is actually a sponsored video by iHerb, and I've been purchasing products from them for years, so it's very exciting to have them on board as well today. So they've sent me a box of goodies that I'm going to be using to make these pancakes. So we've got some sorghum flour. This is a great gluten-free flour to use because it's a very hearty flour and it just holds up really well if you are gluten intolerant. And it's the Bob's Red Mill brand, and I'll be using that today. I'm also very excited to be using this organic pumpkin pie mix. So it's from Farmers Market, and in Australia we don't really get canned pumpkins, so I'm really excited to be actually using that rather than making my own today. And it's all organic, and all the extra spices in here, like the organic cinnamon and the nutmeg and ginger, etc., all sound absolutely delicious. So I'm really looking forward to trying this today. And one of my other favorite things to use is the PB2 powdered peanut butter. So I'll be using this in the sauce today, and it's actually a great way to just minimize the amount of fat that you're taking in. So instead of using peanut butter, this is actually powdered peanut butter, and all of the fat has been taken out of there. So nice low calorie, 85% less fat calories. So fantastic to use, especially if you have heart issues or you're trying to lose weight. And then we've also got some Coombs Family Farms organic maple syrup, which is an A-grade maple syrup. So I like to use A-grade because they just taste so delicious and are just pure maple syrup. And I've also got some pumpkin pie spice that I'm using today from Frontier Co-op, with some cinnamon, cloves, ginger and nutmeg in there, and it's all non-GMO. So I'm really excited about those flavors. I'm also going to be using some of this Selena Naturally Celtic sea salt, and I do like to use some of the coarse Celtic sea salt because it just has a fantastic flavour, and you don't need much for that flavour to actually go through your cooking. So this will last a long time and it's absolutely delicious. I'm also going to be using some Simply Organic Pure Vanilla Extract, and just that vanilla taste in these pancakes is going to be fantastic. So let's get into the recipe. So first up, I'm going to make the peanut maple sauce to go with these pancakes, and starting off with this delicious maple syrup. So half a cup of that, and I'm going to put this into a screw top jar. Next, I'm using the PB2 peanut butter powder. It smells so good. This is just a fantastic way, like I said, to get that peanut butter flavour without all the fat. So I'm adding in 4 tablespoons. And I'll also leave a code underneath and mention it at the end of this video, so you can get a 10% discount for your first order if you've never used iHerb before. And like I said, they're just so reliable. I love that they can deliver to Australia as well, not just in the US or Canada, but worldwide. And next I'm adding in the pure vanilla extract. So I'm going to put in 2 teaspoons of that. Yummy. And then finally for this sauce, I'm adding some of the pumpkin pie spice. Oh, smells like holidays. Just a teaspoon of that going in. And remember, you can print this recipe off my website as well, so you'll have all the measurements on hand. Now, let's give this a shake up. So you'll see that this has gone really thick and creamy. If you want it a little bit runnier, just add some boiled kettle water, and it smells so peanut buttery and delicious. And then just set that aside while you make your pancakes. For my pancake batter, I'm going to start with the dry ingredients, and I'm using 2 cups of sorghum flour. And this is great for gluten-free pancake options, or you can use it in your baking anywhere where you want to use a nice stable gluten-free flour, this sorghum flour is absolutely fantastic. Next, I'm adding in 2 tablespoons of tapioca starch and 6 teaspoons of baking powder. And then just give all those dry ingredients a really good mix through. And then just set that aside while you do your wet ingredients. Okay, so for the wet ingredients, I'm adding in 1/4 or 1/4 cup of apple puree, 2 cups of plant-based milk. I'm using soy milk, but you could use coconut milk or almond milk or any plant-based milk that you prefer. To this, I'm adding 2 teaspoons of this delicious Simply Organic vanilla extract. Oh, I just love this. It just smells so divine. And this is probably my most favourite ingredient in this whole recipe, purely because I normally don't get this in Australia, and I've been able to order it off iHerb and actually have it delivered to my door. And so quickly too. My whole order arrived within, I think it was about 2 or 3 days. So it's even faster than if I bought something within Australia, which is pretty amazing. So I'm adding in 1/2 cup of that to this mixture. It's so exciting not to have to cook my own pumpkin. Got no idea. And then finally, I'm just going to add a good pinch of sea salt, or a couple of pinches, and that'll actually bring out the sweet flavours in this pancake batter. Then give this a good stir through, and just simply pour your wet mixture into the dry. And again, just give it a good mix until it's a nice smooth batter consistency. Okay, so it's time to cook the pancakes, and I'm just going to heat this non-stick pan to a medium-high heat to begin with. So for the batter, I like to use a large ice cream scoop just to make sure that they're all the same size when I pour the batter into the pan, but you can also use a spoon. So when you start to see the edges go a little bit more firm and the bubbles start to show, it's time to turn this over. Yummy! And after about a minute or so, this should be cooked through and ready to eat. Yum! And I like to actually place my pancakes onto a timber board. It just absorbs the moisture from the pancakes, so while you cook your others, it'll keep them nice and fresh. And you can also cover them with a tea towel just to keep them warm as well. And then just continue that same process with the rest of the batter. So while I'm waiting for this to cook, I'd just like to tell you a little bit more about iHerb that have supplied a lot of my ingredients today, and just how excited I am that they are on board with this recipe today, because I've used them for years, so it's really exciting to be sent some products that I can use for my recipe. And also I can offer you a 10% discount code, so if you've never used them before, why not use that code and get 10% off your first order. So just enter CSL358 when you're checking out and you'll get 10% off. And then any future orders, you automatically get 10% credit towards your future orders as well. So it's just a fantastic company, and you can get some amazing products. They've got, I think, around 600 vegan products online there, so absolutely amazing. And especially things like the pumpkin mix that I use today that I pretty much can't get in Australia. Just great to jump on there and just order it from the convenience of my computer. So give it a go, and if you do use them or you have used them, just leave some comments below. I'd like to hear what your experience was as well. I'm getting so hungry cooking these. I think it is time to give these a taste test. Alright, time for some lunch. And pour over some of this delicious peanut maple sauce. Oh. Give it a taste. Oh. Perfect for holiday season. These are so delicious. please give them a go. Remember, the recipe is on my website at CookingWithPlants.com. Gluten-free heaven right here. Yum! Let me know what you think, and I look forward to seeing you for the next recipe. Bye for now. Oh yeah. Good.